Happy almost 4th of July. Another month behind us. It is July 2nd. It is 4th of July in 2 days as I record this. And we are on to a new month, and so it's time to see what we did last month. Let me just pull up some stuff actually. Got a lot to show and tell. If you didn't know, we have a Discord community that you're welcome to hop into and provide help, provide feedback. Everything we make, we're just doing it right here in public in the lab. And our website is helloao.org if you didn't know as well. The demo of what we're working on is still publicly available, and you're welcome to try that. I won't be going over that demo today, but if you want to get involved, you can click on the Discord community. I'm just going to assume that you know what the demo is. I'm assuming you've tried it, and I'm just going to hop into what we've been up to. So let me pull up some prototypes. One thing we've done is improve the Bible guessing game and the Bible locations game. I'll go through both of those briefly, and this is available in the demo. So here we have the guessing game. This is available in the demo, and I'm going to pick a level 5 verse just because it's so much fun. You can guess a book, a chapter, or a verse, but let's do a verse. I'll start off here. Let's hit play. Okay, we'll give you a verse. Can you guess where it belongs? Let's try. The grace of the Lord Jesus be with your spirit. That's got to be Paul. That's got to be New Testament. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go Ephesians. Just going to guess and see. So everything that isn't going to be a good guess for you is filled in. We can also guess using this here too. Let's guess 2 Timothy. Okay, not there. I'll just take a few more guesses, see where we show up. I don't think it's Philemon. I shouldn't have guessed Philemon. Is it Philemon? It's Philemon. All right. Now I can find the chapter. There's only one chapter in Philemon, so that's easy. Let's find the verse. It's going to be at the end. There it is. I found the book, chapter, and verse in Philemon. That is a fun game. I recommend anyone give a playthrough in the demo. Let's look next at we're going to look at the location guessing game here too. So these are things we've added in and improved. If you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. 1 second. This is the Land Between experience, which is a great little demo of the sorts of things that we can do, but that's not what I wanted to actually show you. What I meant to show you here was the hotter or colder guessing game, which if you haven't played again, you should do that. So here we're going to guess and try to find where Damascus is. And let me see. Is it there? Nope, I'm getting colder. I actually know where it's at, but I'm just going to make a few false guesses to kind of illustrate. But really, I think it's right about there. Yeah, there it is. Found Damascus. I'd encourage you to play through this game on your own as well. And we probably will not be adding a whole lot more capability to this version of the demo since we're already working on to our core products. But we will be releasing an updated version of the demo in the future once we have our roadmap built out more. We did a bunch of API content tests. If you're interested at all in generative AI, we've implemented GPT-4o and a few other generative AI services, Gemini, just to try some of that stuff out. I'll show you that in a little bit. And what else? Oh, so let me show you the playlist tool. This is really cool. And I'm super excited about the progress we've made here. So I'll pull this up 1 second. All right, so here we have, and this is not available in the demo. We're just using the demo to test this out for now. But here we have a playlist tool where we're tracking our history as we take actions throughout the Bible. We're tracking what books and what chapters and verses and what range of verses we visit. We have a key for what these colors mean down here. And ignore how it looks, ignore everything except for the functionality. That's the only thing that we actually care about at this point in time. And so here, let's make a new playlist. And a playlist can be anything. So I'm going to say this is going to be July Bible Study Playlist. And if you want to, we've made it so you can import this from a Google Sheet. I'll pull up this Google Sheet right here. And I'm just going to copy and paste that link in there, and I'll import it. And What's awesome about that is because it's a Google Sheet, anyone can make a quick playlist through the Bible, or an AI can make one for you, because AI is great at making sheets, or like spreadsheets, that sort of thing. So here we can drag stuff, we can rearrange it, we can delete things we don't care about. I'm going to go ahead and insert a video. Let's pretend we wanted to do a study on Deuteronomy and how it relates to the Gospel of, let's do like Matthew or something. I don't know how it does. Or let's do Luke. I don't even know how it relates, but let's say I did know. So here I've added Luke down here, and now I've got Deuteronomy 1 through 5 and Luke chapter 10 verses 1 through 29, and I'll go to a few more chapters and add some more verses in here randomly. I'm picking something, again, random, but let's assume I had a great idea as to what I was doing. And I wanted to insert some sermon or some lecture or some YouTube resource I thought would be great, so let me go find that. So here I have the latest video from Bible Project, or at least a recent, no, this isn't the latest, but a recent video on the Sermon on the Mount. I'm just picking anything, so Sermon on the Mount, and I'm not even going to correct that typo, and I'll do that in an iframe. Let's link that, and let's put that here. And now I can save this playlist. I could then share this playlist via a link that would then launch the Bible, take someone through that playlist, or I could launch that playlist myself, and then get a guided tour, as it were, kind of like a PowerPoint through the Bible, taking me verse by verse, chapter by chapter, through these things I've pre-selected. And then if I have a video series I want someone to do, then I have that here. And of course, I can continue the playlist. In the future, we could insert quizzes, we could insert all sorts of stuff. And this is designed to be a very casual, completely open authorship tool that anyone could use to create biblical content, share that with someone, and allow someone to go on a journey in the Bible through that. It's all working, and it's only integrated with our demo right now, but we'll integrate it into other things in the future. And I, for one, am extremely excited for the ways we can use this. So from a pure capability standpoint, we're at a great place with that. Moving on, we also have been working on our new product called The Page, and by product, well, it's going to be open source like everything else we do. But here we have a page that you can have in multiple forms. You can highlight, and you can do collaboration. I suppose I should demo that out, so let me just do that real quick. I can't talk. So here, I've opened up the page in an incognito browser window, and I'm joining as another user. And if I highlight here, Genesis 1, chapter 2, if I go, let's go there. Here we go, had a user error, I had to restart, I loaded up the wrong thing. But here I'll pick a highlight color of red, and I'll highlight Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, and you can see over here, it's highlighted over here in red, and if I want to, I can go, I'll pretend that this user is taking this user through the Bible. I can go to a different book of the Bible, like I'll go to Ruth, and then here, I'm guiding this other user through the Bible, and if I highlight, it's showing up for them. And here we have a collaboration tool that is just the Bible itself in a new way that can be engaged with. And so I think there's a lot more stuff we can do with this. I'm very excited for the future implications of it. So a lot more that we can do, but it's a work in progress. One other thing I'll show off here is using AI generated content. This has to be done in a very sensitive way because we want to be very careful about bringing AI content and mixing it with the Bible. So for now, again, everything you're seeing is just early tests. This is not how we would actually implement it. But just to show the capability off, here I can click and hold on in Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 8. And now I can load up an AI. This is using Gemini 1.5 and load up a modal where I can load up more context on that verse, and if I want to, I can have a prompt where I can ask more information, that sort of stuff. And I can also load at the bottom kind of an infinite scroll of new content, like tell me more about Deuteronomy, and I'll just hit send. I'm not sure if Gemini is even going to know what that means. There he goes. So it's giving me more more context and information down here. But you can kind of imagine in the future an infinite scroll of content, images, and other stuff, and that's not something that we think is going to be good in every circumstance. But we want to at least enable that capability, and our goal right now is just to get the general capability done, and then make sure that we're being sensitive as to how we integrate that in the future. So the page is making great progress. If you wanted something completely random, we've also been working on an animation tool. This is for our canvas, and this is a random tool here, but I can grab the spot and I can drag it around and I can record that movement, and I'll just play it. And so you can see it's just going to, oh, there we go. It'll mimic the movement I just did, so I could record interactions and use that as a framework for kind of a diorama tool. Imagine like a biblical felt board that you could bring in images, pictures, 3D assets of characters, animate them, move them around, really play with them in kind of a diorama, a living diorama sort of a way, and do all sorts of stuff. And we can add all sorts of new ways to control it. I won't go through all that stuff now, but this is a general tool we're working on implementing into the canvas to allow people to play with biblical content and make their own in the future. And we have been doing more tests with AI-generated content as well. I'll take us there. So here, let's say I wanted to explore something like I wanted to learn about what biblical events took place at somewhere in the Bible. So let's just do Jerusalem as an obvious one. So here, if I click on Jerusalem, I can load up a timeline of all the things that we have in our database that took place at Jerusalem. This is using Theographic, their open data set, and a few others, so shout out to Theographic and other open data sets out there. So here I can look up information about the reign of Josiah, or let's keep going and let's look at Uzziah. And if I want to, I could drag this out, expand and collapse this tool. I could ask for an AI-generated image for the reign of Uzziah. I don't know what we're going to get. This is just using GPT-4o, and it's not all going to be great. The point is just to get this working from a raw capability standpoint, and again, everything that you're seeing here is just an early access demo. Our next step is going to be to polish, to cut what's not working, to add in what is working. And here, I asked GPT-4o for the reign of Uzziah, and it gave me this AI-generated image somewhere. I don't even know what that is, but that's what they gave me. So hey, great. Here I can click and see what participants happened in the reign of Uzziah, or what, actually let's do it, what locations. Where did Uzziah reign? It was Jerusalem. That makes sense. What other events took place here? Let's see what we got. Wow, there's a lot of events that took place in Jerusalem. I guess I should have known. That's why you can expand and collapse this stuff. But you get the idea. We're working on bringing biblical data into a 3D canvas that you can play with, animate, control, create content with, all sorts of stuff. And this is just early days, but we'll have more to show next month as we keep on polishing. So, speaking of next month, what are we working on next month? We are working on the page, which is our 2D Bible project, and then we're working on the canvas, which is our 3D Bible project, and we're going to see if we can get both of those to an early MVP trial state next month, and then work after that on integrating them into a holistic product so that we can have users be in 2D or in 3D and interoperate with each other, and also create biblical experiences with little to no training that they can share with others, that other people can modify and reshare, and hopefully create positive examples of Christians creating content for other Christians that the global Christian church can benefit from. That's part of the things that we're working on. We're also working on adding in Hebrew book order for the stack, adding in chronological Bible sorting. We're going to improve our API a lot. So if you're out there using our API, as many organizations are, we'll be making many improvements to that, maybe this month, maybe next, but our goal is to get that as good as we can possibly get it. And we're just glad to spend every day that we can serving God as best we can. And I am grateful. I'm grateful for you guys for following on the journey. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, join the Discord community, and that's all for us. God bless. Happy July.